One of the things is, like, I think N'Zoth is pretty common at the moment because of the inclusion of Ironforge Portal recently. A lot of people have decided to go, N'Zoth instead of Cthulhu because you don't need Ancient Shield Maiden anymore to get that effect as much. But I don't like how Death Rattle minions line up against Hex, and I think Battlecry minions line up better against Hex. And I think that this deck, Cthulhu, is much more Battlecry oriented than N'Zoth is. Could also do Dragon, but the thing is, Dragon is more of a tempo list. Like, you can kind of do a tempo, you can kind of do a Dragon Control Warrior, but it's still going to be more tempo based, like more proactive rather than reactive, and that style is very, very weak to Flametongue Totem once they start snowballing. So I'm doing the Gamer Sensei thing again today, every Thursday. It won't be till much later than my stream, around 8:45. Worgen OTK seems okay. A combo deck. You get stranded with combo pieces in your hand against aggro, which could be a problem, but you're also running a lot of cycles, so. Have you tried out that Exalt deck again? Not really. Not really sure what we're playing against. I guess before we start shield slamming this, just go ahead and pass here. Well, I'm considering shield slamming because it's going to do so much damage to me in the long run. And I'm going to lose my armor, right? So I armor up to 36, then he just deals 5 damage to me. It's like my last turn to shield slam as well. I have Sylvanas against Ancient Award, things like that. I've been thinking of some way to make like Tempo Paladin work against Shaman as well. The card that's, I think in theory it does okay, but like the card that would give you the most trouble, I believe, is Thing from Below. Like, you can kind of fight them toe to toe, but then when they start playing 0 mana 5/5s, that's when you start running into a lot of trouble because you're not going to out tempo 0 mana 5/5s.
By the power of Ragnaros, I have the power!
I get another shield slam. Alright, let's do that. Keep in mind that if actually we didn't shield slam last turn, we wouldn't have been able to shield slam the Emperor this turn because we would have lost 3 more armor from the 3/3. So it's not like we could have even killed the Emperor by saving the shield slam. You know, let's not worry about the bad trade here potentially. He still needs a Wrath or a Hero Power, which is fine. I don't think we worry about that too much. Just develop the Emperor, develop the Justicar here. That way we can start tanking up and removing that next turn, or removing some other stuff. Should I run double Doomhammer and midrange Shaman? I would say no, probably not. Mana Tide or Flame Tongue behind Feral Spirits is hard. That's true. That's like basic minion combat. I mean, you have stuff that's hard for them too. It's just, I think what the big thing is that you're not gonna have good time against Thing from Below, as well as the weapon is really good against you. Paladins have a lot of 1 health minions, so even if they don't have spell power, the Spirit Claws is gonna be good.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Okay, so looks like the melee list. Okay, that's pretty good here. Lucky for us. Like, I was playing the other side of this matchup yesterday, and I was talking about how you win this matchup as Druid. Basically, you want to draw all 30 cards before they get to around 15, maybe around 12, something like that. So because his deck's super all in against Control Warrior, you know, he's never gonna win Fatigue. You can think of it almost like Rogue, where you might as well just, you know, go all in, try to draw as many cards as you can before they get enough like health gain and armor cards.
I have no time for games.
We've used a lot of hard removal so far. We've used 2 Shield Slams and 1 Execute. We only have 1 Execute left, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Are we dead? That's a very fast kill. Wow. Wait, technically we're not dead. I don't think. Unless he has 1 more spell even? Okay, GG. That's crazy fast. But yeah, I don't think we're winning there that often because, again, like they normally need to draw 30 for that, but he just got that straight on turn 10, everything. A lot of people like moved away from Cthulhu. I don't exactly know why. I guess one of the reasons is Cthulhu doesn't get anything from Karazhan, and normal Control Warrior and Dragon gets some stuff from Karazhan. Eventually Cthulhu will just get worse and worse because they're never going to print other Cthulhu cards.
Garrosh versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I still like Cthulhu more than Dragon, I'm pretty sure, for Control though. I don't know if I'd prefer like just like Yogg Ironforge Portal Shell. But I mean, for a control deck like Control Warrior, it's like control decks is more about tuning the deck list for meta games, because control decks are way more tunable than aggro or mid-range decks, which are trying to do their own thing very powerfully, whereas control decks are trying to answer stuff. So I don't think it's wrong to play Cthulhu even in Karazhan. You do want to, like, you can't run lists from 3 months ago because the meta is different, but you can still use the same cards, just different numbers of minions and stuff. Like, this list is very different than Cthulhu Warriors from 3 or 4 months ago. Not really trying to target Dragon Warriors much. So Gorehal's in. Gorehal's bad against Dragon Warrior, as well as Kratos Worshipper. I don't like that against Shaman at all. Like Beckoner now a lot more. Double Brawl, running more AoE like Baron Gun. I think it's... there's like nothing intrinsically wrong with it.
Hey, do you want to buy a funnel cake?
This
I should have thought I was trading, because we're playing a reactive style, right? And we should take minion trades against Rogue when we can. It's hard to use. It's hard to have enough removal against Rogue. Ideally, we take the minion trade and then just use that. But the thing is, this isn't enough to kill any. Like, it's not to kill his threats, and then it's not to speak to Dagger. I'm not sure, because I can't curve out here. If I had Cthulhu's Chosen or something, I think that this play would be really good to just use the minion. To use the spell basically and just push tempo. Like, we're giving him more of a chance to trade spells with our minions. Because if he removes this with like a Deadly Poison or Backstab, now we're losing the 2 damage from the Disciple, whereas we could have just taken the trade. Yeah, like, see, it ended up where this guy wasn't actually able to trade for anything, it just got removed. Whereas our goal is, as a Control Warrior, because we don't have that many minions, is generally going to be it's generally going to be to make his removal inefficient. Like, us not having a lot of targets for Backstab and SIs and stuff. I think that was wrong. I just did it instantly. I shouldn't have done that.
So many wonderful poisons.
Not the best way to play Sylvanas. I was looking to set it up for killing that and playing Sylvanas next turn. I'm gonna set for Gaddon here. instead of Sylvanas. This could be a N'Zoth deck. I think it's a N'Zoth rogue. Pretty bad matchup for me. If it is that like N'Zoth style. Which means I need to save Sylvanas to try to steal a good Death Rattle minion. Like, it's my only answer against a nub. There's a problem in sap, right? If I drop it later, I can just get sapped when I drop Sylvanas. Whereas right now, if he saps it, then you know it's good for me because I don't do anything. Miss a tank up.
So many wonderful poisons.
No, I didn't do anything on turn 6, so I just pay out sap. It's good, but I think he'll just take the double trade.
This guy's toast.
Just going Gorehell here over Shield Bear, especially with Shield Slam in our hand. You can combo out Shield Slam. This doesn't seem like Miracle, although he did run Conceal, which makes it more likely for him to be Gadgetzan deck.
Thank you.
Hey Strife, I'm not running Elise, I'm a Dragon Control Warrior, but do you reckon Elise deserves a space in the deck? If so, what would you take out in your current deck? I'm not playing a Dragon Control Warrior, but I wouldn't run Elise in Dragon Control Warrior because you have Nether Spites. You can just discover enough value to win most matchups.
Soon.
I don't think he's gonna win as a Miracle Rogue, probably. He's not digging through his deck fast enough.
Give me a quest.
I feel like I've already gone through too many cards. He hasn't dug through his whole deck, and he's not had enough tempo, I guess. So let's see. He has one more Eviscerate, 2 more Cold Bloods. I guess we have to consider that he might be running N'Zoth as well, because of the Huckster's Tomb Pillager Zero. That's a lot of Death Rattles, even with the Zero. Oh wow.
Soon.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
I'm gonna kill that for Fan of Knives, I believe, because he's gonna want to maybe cycle his Fan of Knives. I only make this Justicar move because of Brawl.
What?
If I didn't have Brawl, I wouldn't be making this Justicar move. Looks kind of bad for me. So we're at 23, 1 Cold Blood, 1 Eviscerate, 1 Leroy left for damage. As well as, probably some more minions. Another questing adventure, probably. He hasn't played Drake's yet. I've heard some Rose cutting Drake. I guess it makes sense that you would cut Drake if you have more card draw from Huckster and Swashbuckler. This is probably cards that are replacing Drake. It's gonna be hard to dump 10 damage into this, and sapping it is not that good. It's always weird to sap Cthulhu, but my Cthulhu's only at 10. It's still good enough, though, even against sap.
So many options.
So he has like 2 saps in his hand. Cold Blood, Leroy, Eviscerate.
Give me a quest.
Quest Adventure. 2 more cards? I'm not sure. I guess one is should be Fan Knives.
Choose soon.
Interesting. Just want to buff this guy up more. So what do you think about whether we die if we play Cthulhu and it doesn't kill this guy? Because 10-10's good here. Missing a tank up and a potential brawl to kill it. Let's see, Leroy, Cold Blood, Eviscerate. It's 14 damage, 20 here, plus 3 spells, 23. Yeah, that's not happening. Okay, let's do this.
Cthulhu! Cthulhu!
I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
Thank you.
The last card's from a Toxin or something. So it doesn't have sap anymore. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just on the brawl plan.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Well played. I did.
Whew, that was close.